So, viewers, let me to tell you, he is a living legend who has met Gulwarkar ji, Guruji, whom we call it at RSS, and he is a research. He has done so much research. So, we would like to basically he also tell him as a research journalist. Am I right, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome, sir. Namaste. Sir, from I would like to start from your journey. Where did you born? Where did you get your studies, and what you did, and how you came to USA?
Okay. I born in Pune, uh, but my father has a workshop business in Mumbai. So I brought up in Mumbai. I went to the Prathana Samaj School, Ramo, Raja Ramon Rai High School, and uniqueness of that school has been co-education. So we have boys and girls in our class, in the whole school. And in my class, we have more number of girls. So I was put between the two girls, and in my front desk, there were the three girls. So there was no glamour about the girls being in the school. Then I did my BA from Wilson College, Mumbai, in history and politics. And I had in economics till inter arts. I did my master in history from Bombay University. Then I do my second master. I realized while doing the master in history, I wanted to learn about archaeology. But in Mumbai, Bombay University, we did not have that kind of facility.
Oh,
Vadodara has facility, whatever, but we did not have it. And a professor who was a father, Christian father, he was on the vacation in the Vatican.
oh,
So here we did not learn anything from him. Only thing we learn about the Western archaeologists. And then I did my master, and I realized only study about history by reading 10, 15, or 50, what are the numbers of books written in English. And I was curious from my childhood about history. And I was wondering about, I'm interested in freedom struggle, and inspired by Shivaji Maharaj and Savarkar, Veer Savarkar. By the way, I'm the only luckiest person in my generation. I'm 82 years old now. In my generation, to whom Savarkar met for 1 hour in
wow.
1960, and we talked. I thought only 10 minutes visit because he reluctant to meet the people, but he gave me meet me 1 hour,
Mhm.
and he gave his book Hindu Pada Padashahi with signature Sakshari, that is in Chicago. And I was interested about the freedom struggle and wondering why the India divided. So my father has an automobile workshop. So
Mhm.
rather than going to the engineering, I told my father I'm interested in history. And one a good thing my father allowed, he said, whatever you want to do, you do it. So I did my master in history and I realized I did not learn at all. Period.
Wow.
I mean, I read the book, I passed the exam, no doubt, but I did not learn. Then I took another course from Pune University in politics. And there I had political science subject and international politics and all other thing, and I passed. While doing this, I got a job in the government of Maharashtra about what we call uh, means reading the newspaper, weeklies and newspaper and magazine, and inform the whatever the complaint people have, pass on the particular ministry, and then whatever the critical article or editorial about government, make it short into English and send to the department for further action. So I was doing that also, and I was not that happy. But job is job. But interesting thing only is that I'm getting all the newspaper from prominent newspaper into the English, Marathi, Hindi, Gujarati. From there to the we get all the magazine, including the band magazine about Ashil magazine, and to the Matka paper also. anything, anything printed in the Maharashtra, we used to get copy. So I
So
used to get
that was your so that was your starting point of the journalism.
yeah, yeah. I was interested in journalism, but in Mumbai, the prominent newspaper, Marathi newspaper, where they get a job for those who had work in the journal, other newspaper and experience. And because I do not have job, I did not get experience, and because I did not have experience, I did not get a job. So I got this government job, and we had two sections: one political section, and one is obscenity. So I
Hmm.
told I was selected political section. And because of my knowledge and my reading about international politics and national politics and all of the things, so I got an assignment responsibility about politics. Interesting thing, when there was a communal riot in Ahmedabad, 19, I think 1968, I'm not correct, Temple
Yeah,
Mandir riot,
Jagannath Temple. Yeah.
and all the article in Marathi paper published about that, pro and con. So to understand what exactly happened, we got a CID report.
Hmm.
So that was another thing, interesting thing. So while doing that and while doing for second MA, uh, I met Dr. Walter Anderson. He was a PhD candidate from University of Chicago.
In which
And
year, sir? Approximately which year?
yeah, I met him. He came in 1967.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he came Mumbai around 1967 December for
Hmm.
political science conference. And he asked my professor, Dr. Deodar, that he was doing PhD on Jansangh, and
Uh-huh.
especially how the Jansangh, all other Indian political party divided, split and division, how the Janasangh remained to be one so many years in spite of minor party. So he realized because of Pracharak system
Hmm.
and how the Pracharak from the RSA. So to understand Janasangh, you have to understand RSS. And
Yeah.
in Delhi, the atmosphere was government, Congress government, and the leftist. Mean RSS mean the fascist, RSS mean the paramilitary secret organization, blah blah blah. So he was not happy. So he asked my professor, and he says, since the RSS formed in the Maharashtra, do, do you think and do you know anybody who can help me? So professor suggested my name. So we met each other at the politics science conference. Then he came to my house. We talked about almost 3 hours. And I realized he had done the homework good. Means he studied the Gita, Bhagavad Gita very well. He knew about general about outline, and he was open, not biased person, being a PhD candidate and foreigner.
Hmm.
So he, after going back to Delhi, he wrote me later. He said, "Can you help me in my PhD?" And I was interested to do the research work about Naxalite.
Hmm.
But Indian Education Ministry offered the scholarship only 75 rupees.
Oh.
And I cannot live in 75 rupees in the Calcutta. But had I selected about Gandhiji, because that time the Gandhi centenary he was there, had I selected Gandhiji, then I would have got 300 rupees.
Oh.
But I did not think the Gandhi, they have 68 university in Bharat. I did not think Gandhiji has 68 different angles. And that's why I was reluctant. And but when he asked me, "Can you help me?" So I started working with him. I can learn about research methodology, and he got a permission from government of India and because of permission, so we can visit the archives also. So starting that, we need to meet RSS people, and RSS people mean Golokar Guruji. So I talk and I was told write a letter to the Maharashtra Sanghachalak, and Maharashtra Sanghachalak informed that write a letter to Golokar Guruji, and he wrote a letter to Golokar Guruji on my address, and I got a reply from Golokar Guruji, invited us to meet him at Nagpur in April, 4 days. So we went to Nagpur. We had 4 days, 1 hour interview. We asked all the question, academic question and historical question. I'll give one sample. Most of the Goroka Guruji did not allow us to record the interview.
Oh.
Yeah. So what we did that we asked, prepare the question, ask the question, and whatever reply, we take notes. And after coming back, Walter used to type. And next day we show it to Goroka Guruji, and he corrected.
Mm-hmm.
And we asked typical question which people are interested to know. And as soon as almost interview over, I got pop up in mind. And I say, Guruji, can I ask you blunt question? And he smiled and he laughed. And he said, what are the nature of your questions so far? And he said, okay, go ahead, ask question. And I say, Guruji, you're telling us. Tell me, if you were born in the Harijan family, what would have been your reaction to the Hindu Sangathan? It's a very loaded question, and
Yeah.
it was not prepared. It suddenly pop up, and Walter and Guruji's secretary, Dr. Abatak, they both got surprised, and Goroka Guruji gave the very very articulate, intellectual answer. So that is the beginning. Then
What was
Guruji
that answer? Do you say remember still?
say it again.
Do you remember what was the answer?
Oh yeah. So he say this problem is the mindset of so-called upper caste, and that there was no wording about OBC or everything. Upper caste and general caste Hindus. So we need to change the mindset of these people.
Mm-hmm.
And furthermore, he say most of the that time the word was Harijan. Most of all of the Harijans are dharmic people,
Yeah.
and they have deep rooted faith in the Hinduism, and they think in spite of they are rejected, denied by the community, but they had deep rooted faith in the religion and God and Goddess. Had British government missionary and British government offer 1/10 or 100 of what they offer to the Harijan to become a Christian, so other Hindu caste people from other Hindu community would have become Christian. But we
Mm-hmm.
should get grateful to the Harijan brothers and sisters to remain to be Hindu. That was his answer. So after doing that, and Guruji gave us permission. Guruji gave us permission to me to go through the Dr. Hedegawar's correspondence.
Oh.
Whatever book we read in the published book form is an edited version. But I've seen the original correspondence of Dr. Hedegewar.
Mm-hmm.
Then when we interview around 200 people.
Oh.
So Guruji gave us permission. So RSS that time office where the Guruji's 4 day interview. Then Balasaheb Devras was the general secretary. His interview. Other Kshatriya Pracharak interview. Other Pranta Sanghachalak. Other Pranta Pracharak interview. Then Walter selected 3 places in Bharat. One, Sadar Bazaar, Delhi, Lok Sabha election. Second is Allahabad, Prayagraj. And third is Bombay Northeast, Bombay Northeast that time means from Kurla to Kalyan. Now they're divided into the two Lok Sabha population
Mhm.
wise. So while doing this interview, this is one thing. We did RSA's Janasangha people interview. Same time we interview other political party like a Balasaheb Devraj of Shiv Sena. We interview the socialist people, Madhu Dandavati, and we interview Congress people. We interview uh, CPM person.
Yeah, yeah.
Unfortunately, Dange did not grant us interview, Comrade Dange, but we interview CPM person. And interesting thing, we interview Banatwala, president of the Muslim League in India. So, and academic and professor also. So that in to understand, and plus we got permission to visit archives, but till 1941. But there was not that many documentation. But
Mhm.
whatever documentation we got it, and we come to there, and while we are doing the interview and question answer, and he was Walter asked me. He used to come to my office, and you know how the government's office are,
Yeah.
and how the government office bureaucracy and all about. So he said, "Why are you wasting your energy?" Means I say, "What do you mean?" I say, "I want to be a journalist, but I do not have experience, so I don't get a job." And then I went to Pune also to get a job in journalism in Pune. And one of the Congress paper, Lok Shakti, I could not get a job because of my caste.
Oh.
Okay. Then the second was a paper of Kesri, and Kesri told me that they cannot offer to pay me salary, whatever I was earning in Mumbai. All these things happening. Then there was a RSC Jan Sangha paper called Tarun Bharat in
Mm.
Pune. I applied there also. I had an interview, but nothing come out. After coming to America, 1 month after coming to America, I got a letter from Tarun Bharat saying they accepted me, but it was too late. So,
Yeah.
making story short, Walter asked me, "How come? Why don't you go for journalism?" And that time there was no journalism department in Mumbai or Pune anywhere. Only department available in the Delhi or Chennai.
Mm-hmm.
While doing the 2MA, after doing 2MA, I did not have that much capacity of financial capacity to do the third MA and ship to Delhi or Chennai. And I have family, my sister and brother, and their marriage and all these things. So I
Yeah,
was so Walter say, "Why don't you come to America?" I say, "I never dreamed to go abroad."
yeah. Mm.
Jokingly, I told him, even I never dreamed to go to Goa or Daman. That in a Portuguese colony,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
used, people used to go for the drinking. But I say never dreamed to go visit the Goa or Daman also. He say, "Why don't you come to America, and you can earn and learn."
Mm.
He told me, inform me whatever he knows knowledge about information, and I say I did not pay attention. But he told my father. My father told my mother, and that time going abroad is a big dream, is a status.
Yeah.
So my mother every day and night before in the she used to bother me a lot. Why don't you go abroad? Why don't you go abroad? Means two things. Once you get a degree, you get a status, then you get a rich father-in-law and good job. So I was not ready also. So after 1971 election, it was shock for me when Indira Gandhi got thumping majority with the Garibi Hatao
Mm.
slogan. It was a little bit shock to me, and it kind of the depression. How what going to happen to India? But that time I was in depression, and I say why not go to abroad? And because I told why before when accepting Walter's offer to help him, I told him I will not take money from you.
Mm-hmm.
Money means obligation.
Yeah.
I will not take money from you. And second thing, whatever we do the interview, I need a copy of the interview. So we interview that only promise water did not keep. He did not give me the interview with Vajpayee copy of the.
Oh,
Uh, but remaining, I do have interview copy. And then in 71, I came to America. After coming to America with the $8 in hand, and Walter gave me a loan, and I realized I cannot work in America. Being a student, you can
oh,
you can work only in summertime, and you can work in the uh, in college or university only 20 hours a week. And that time, the hourly salary was dollar 75.
oh.
So it was a really difficult job, difficult thing. So whatever it take, garibi hatao, some kind of realize what is garibi in America. So while doing this, and I was told that before go to journalism, you had to take the required courses in the English literature, then the, uh, about religious study, all of the courses. Become journalist mean all round information. So I took the sociology, psychology. So I took the courses, and then I took the graduate courses in journalism, mass communication, and journalism. The While doing this thing, I was in the 75 emergency happened, and on the 25th of June, I went to the airport to receive Dada Saheb update, the general
Oh,
secretary,
yeah, yeah.
general secretary of the VHP at the airport, and I informed him about the news about the emergency, and this thing happened. And after the emergency, then Foreign Minister YB Chavan came to Chicago, America, and came to Chicago for damage control.
Oh,
And his lecture was organized by Chicago Council of Foreign Relations. So we did a demonstration. We means 5 people.
mm.
Out of five, one Dr. Reija, who was a Swayansak from Doctor mean PhD, doctor who was a Swayansak from Lahore,
Oh, yeah.
and myself. Third was Paranspe Communist Party of India, Marxist Communist Party. And because of Communist Party, his two American colleagues of American Communists join us. So that's the 5 members, only 5 members. We did a demonstration. And because of Communist was there, FBI took the picture, our pictures from other side of the street. And Indian consulate, embassy took our picture from outside. After the demonstration, but I got a pass to attend the program
Mm-hmm.
because I applied earlier. So as soon as I reached to the building, I was stopped by the police, and he said, "You cannot go." I said, "Why not? I have pass." He said, "You did a demonstration there." I said, "Yes, I did a demonstration as my citizen right to express my anger, but I'm going there as an audience, member of the audience, and if they allow, I will ask question." So I enter thing, and YB Chavan give that short goody goody talk about
Mm.
emergency. And after question answer, I raised my hand. And the moderator knew me because of when Walter finished his PhD, there was a what we call examiner.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the American professors did not know, and still do not know about the RSS or Hindu nationalism or anything. So I was selected one of them as an examiner. And Walter asked me, be careful, okay? Be nice. You know? So the moderator knew that. So he allowed me. So I introduced myself. And I asked question, sir, foundation, free press is a foundation of democracy, and you impose the censorship.
Hmm.
So how will you reply on this? And he said, oh no, there is no not censorship.
Total lie.
Absolutely. And then I asked, sir, I have follow-up question. You arrested so many people. He said, we arrested only anti-social people. I say, are you calling Jayaprakash Narayan, Muraji Desai, Vajpayee, Adwa, and all a prominent leader, so anti-social? So he start walk away. And while going out, he come to near to me, and he say, come to India and ask this question. And if you are courage, come to India and ask question. So I say, sir, I don't want to come there and get arrested. He say, why are you afraid of going to jail? I say, I don't mind to go to jail, but I don't want to go to jail because of this kind of the Gandhian demonstration. If
Yeah.
I want to go to jail, I will do this drastic action, revolution. So this is the matter happened. After this thing, this the reason I'm telling this story. After this thing, my passport expired.
Oh.
So when passport expired, I applied for the extension of passport. And before that, in '74, wonderful writer from Vadodara, Dr. Nene, Divi Nene, who passed away last year. He used to write in under the pseudonym Dadumiya in Marathi Weekly, and he used to write in the Gujarati newspaper weeklies and English also. So he used to write an article about a lot of things, and we know each other since Jagannath Dham, Jagannath Mandir riot. So I did not know that time, but during the one group article on Pandurang Shastri Athole, he highly mentioned my name. Okay. Then second article about one of the socialist person who was a assistant IB officer, intelligence bureau officer. And while writing article about it, he say because he is a Maharashtrian and Delhi is mostly controlled by lobby, Punjabi lobby or Kashmiri lobby or Tamil lobby. This,
Hmm.
in spite of his intellectual and the proficiency about Kashmiri problem, about the Islam, about the he did not get promotion, and
Oh.
that's why the people like Damle leave India and go abroad. That's the only sentence in UK. And when they write article, it become Damle who. I was told later on. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll come to the story by Walter Anderson. Because Walter Anderson, after his graduate PhD, he was a, when I met him, he was a professor, lecturer. But after his PhD, he got a job in State Department.
Hmm.
And in America, teaching job is a glorious, but it's not status job in America because you have to work 3 years contract basis, and you need certain number of students. You need a appreciation from the students because they evaluate the students' view. And third thing, you should able to get a grant, either government or multinational corporation, foundation or corporation grant. That is important.
Hmm.
And so during the Christmas time or summer time, I used to go to Walter's place to stay. And he say, "Can you do me one favor?" I say, "What?" He say, "I have one student. Need him to pass." I say, "Why?" He say he's a grandson of Time magazine's founder, Time and Life magazine founder, mean
Oh.
multi-millionaire. That time, Time and Life that time in America was one of the biggest newspaper, and his grandson, he's a student, and he's not that good. So he need to pass. So I'm going to give him subject Shiv Sena and helping me. It is like a, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have write a paper news because America term paper important thing making story short. So apart from that, this article happened, and Walter was in the State Department, and this happened, and the same time Indira Gandhi formed RAW after 71 war, and she transferred certain people abroad. So consulate people, embassy people got surprised. They say, is he a anti-Indira person or he's a appointed transfer by Raw? So they asked, I can tell you, the Shivraman Krishnan, who was a Walter counter side in the State Department about India. He called Walter Anderson. Walter Anderson told me after the emergency. He called Walter Anderson. He said, you know Damle. He said, Walter say, yeah. He said, can you give us more information about Damle? And he say, we had to decide, take a decision about whether he grant him the extension of passport or not. If they
Oh,
cancel the passport, I had no choice to come back to India.
yeah.
So Walter say, I know only thing about this thing, but Walter sent a telegram or whatever that message to American embassy. American embassy sent the information to consulate. Consulate contacted their Sachivalay contact in Mumbai to find out who am I, and they come to know I'm working the examiner of books and publication, means readers and write all these things. So they inform, but at the same time I was informed by embassy people that your application is under consideration.
Okay.
So when they give me extension of passport, it was almost like more than 6 months. So because I did not have passport, I had to drop out from the school.
Arre Ram.
Oh yeah. So my situation is like neither I become a martyr hero in the anti-emergency state, or nor I become. But after that, got a passport and apply for the permission, and immigration lost my file. Can you believe it? American immigration? They lost my file, and they could not find my file. So I was told, you're not illegal, but you cannot go to school and you cannot
Work
work.
there. Yeah.
It's a hard time, believe me. Okay. So after that, everything clear. Then I decide to work. Forget about everything, and I work in the bank for the
Mm-hmm.
job, and work in the bank as a especially public relation and all other thing. And working in the job in '83, Walter called me and he said, in spite of his PhD, there was no Jan Sangha after the '77. Jan Sangha merged into Janta Party.
Mm.
Yeah. So he cannot publish his thesis, and he want to be writer. So he said, we since we did a research about the Jan Sangha, and while doing the research, we did the research about RSS. Why not we write the book about RSS?
Mm.
And his research till 1970. So, and I say, but what about we need to go to India? He say he cannot go to India because of he work in the State Department. So I went to India. Lost my father. So father dead. I came to India and then met Barasat Devrasara other. And I was in India for 6 months. I contacted and updated this from 1971, 1970 to 1983 about this thing. And then I keep the update till, so we start writing. Interesting thing about our first book, Brotherhood in Saffron,
Mm.
is that then Walter got a job in Berkeley,
Oh,
Institute of California, professor. He used to live in the Berkeley. He called me from, there was no internet that time.
yeah.
He used to call me from Berkeley and we talk on the phone. and we talk about and discuss and debate and hot debate everything. And he used to type. He is a good writer. Okay, let me tell you. Writer means fluency and style.
Mm-hmm.
My writing is like our Indian English type.
Yeah,
We can write, but we cannot express.
yeah,
Uh, Express means style,
yeah.
and then he used to do that and continue. We did from 83 to 87.
So when
And
you went to India for 6 months,
no,
except Bala Sahab ji, did you meet anybody and
oh
interview
yes,
them?
I made the Topan Tegri. I then I made Vidyarthi person who founder, one of the founder of the Vidyarthi Parishad, Professor Yashwantrao Kelkar, and other people. And I was told that since you need to upgrade all these things, update information, you don't have to meet so many people, but you can meet. They give me meet. And that time, I met Keshubai in 1968 when we came to Ahmedabad Jan Sangh
Mm-hmm.
conference. I met Keshubai that time. I met Gajendra Gadkar, Vasantrao Gajendra Gadkar,
Gajendra Gadkar.
and I met editor of Sadhana, Vishnu Pandya. That
Mm.
60 story. But after coming here, then I met people from each group, Advani and all the interesting people. Arun Jaitley interview. Uh, I interview Hosbale, Dattatreya Hosbale, who is now General Secretary.
Yeah,
But that
General.
time he was the organizing secretary with Vidyarthi Parishad. Then I met Sushil Kumar Modi, who's because of him, Jay Prakash become involved in the student movement.
Mm.
And I met people connected with whatever happening. Number one there. Interesting thing, those RSS Adhikari used to come to America in Chicago. I always meet them. Like 1978, I met Moropanta Pingle.
Mm-hmm.
He, I took him around Chicago because I jokingly used to call I'm a chauffeur of this all these people. I show them around Chicago. I show University of Chicago fantastic collection about India and Moropanta Pingle. Then Dattopanta Tengri, he was invited by American government about labor department. So Dattopanta Tengri, then the Bhaurav Devaras, then the RSS Sheshadriji, then
Oh,
that time VHP International Secretary. I don't remember the name that time. Then all the people who coming to America, Chicago. I made the Vidyarthi Parishad, Balasaheb Apte, who the for that. People meeting the people. Interesting thing, when we wrote a book, we show the chapter about Jan Sangh and BJP to Advani and say that we requested him give a suggestion or correction. Contents is our. We wrote all of the thing. Contents is our. So that chapter read by Advani ji.
mm-hmm.
He matter of fact, he's give us good suggestion about how the Deen Dayal Upadhyay started Akhil or Abhyas Varga, like a study group like Communist Party.
Yeah.
And, and he started study about what are the alternative. Capitalism is bad, communism is bad, what is alternative? So according to Advani, he started from 1953 study about what are the alternative, and he of course discussed with the Guruji and other people. And in 1966, he wrote a book, Integral Humanism. So he studied about 13 years about this thing. Then same time, Advani informed us that when the Jan Sangh has only 8 or 9 MLA in Rajasthan Assembly, and there was an anti-Jamindari bill, and Jan Sangh supported anti-Zamindari bill. So it only except Shekhawat, all the Jansangh MLA resigned from Jansangh and joined the
Oh,
because all they were the Jamindar.
yeah.
The Advani gave that information, unique, interesting information which nobody knows yet. Advani told us in 1952 election, Jansangh had a candidate, Muslim candidate from Rajasthan. He
That.
lost, he lost deposit. But that a clue how the Jansangh tried to get with the Muslim, and then about 57 I come to know. So making story that I met people and Raju Bhaiya, taking Raju Bhaiya to the Purdue University, 3 hours, 2.5 hour drive. I talked to Raju Bhaiya about emergency,
Hmm.
and Raju Bhaiya gave us free and frank interview how the RSS role in emergency and all the other thing. And Lakshman Rao Bede, who was overseas, one of the founder of the overseas HSS. After that, he said, Damle Ji, you took Raju Bhaiya hostage. You know? I say, what a minute. Otherwise, he would have stopped the car and say, walk up to the 150 miles.
Yeah.
No, but Raju Bhaiya gave us frank interview. All other thing, I mean, that kind of interview and that published in the 87 book, but need to be updated.
Hmm. Hmm.
And Walter got a State Department job. He got interviewed. He has to do the postdoc on. He selected subject Garcia, the American island in the Indian Ocean, strategically important. So he was interested about that. So, but I could keep my touch, and that keep my touch. Then when after the publication of book, I came to India 88. Of course, first time I came to India in 1980.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
71 to 1980. And there, that time I met uh, Morupant Pingle, then Nanaji Deshmukh, all of the people at the formation of the Jansangh BJP in Mumbai, night time, and we talk about that and all of the thing. So I had keep touch with them, and they knew my interest in that. So in 1980, when I go, always keep in touch. In after publication, when I go to India, I went to the BJP office, and Advani welcomed me and call all of the colleague and introduce me, and he said, Damle Ji, you wrote a wonderful book. He liked the book. He wrote a book. And then he asked to whom I met, and I told that I met during the Pratini Sabha meeting. Sheshaji told me, I say I wanted to meet the people to thank them. And he said,
Yeah.
why don't you come to Pratini Sabha meeting and you can meet the people there? So I was allowed in the Pratini Sabha to stay 3 days in the room. My roommate was Pramod Mahajan,
Oh.
and uh, roommate Pramod Mahajan and Govind, what is not Govind, who was Jansangh BJP's, who was out from the BJP because of Mukhota.
Govindacharya ji.
Govindacharia, we were there. Because why they were my roommate, Sheshaji asked me, Damle Ji, you are in America, and being a journalist and all of the thing, talk with these people about damage control.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Because if something happened about corruption or affair or something happened, how to do, the party should do that. So they say he asked me to talk with the Govindacharya and Pramod Mahajan, and they were in room. I used to stay in my room. I'd never go to nearby their
Yeah. 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 They're meeting.
I understand. So meeting the people there. So Advani told me, 80, that when I told him to whom I'm going to meet Pratini Sabha and meet people, he said, have you met Vajpayee, Atalji? And I say, I would love to meet him, but he is a very busy person. And that time he is a special security.
Yeah.
He, he said, don't worry. And he called अटल जी अपने शिकागो से श्रीधर दामले जिन्होंने किताब लिखा वो आए उनको कब मिलेंगे उनको मिलना चाहिए, कब मिलेंगे? तो अटल जी गिव मी अपॉइंटमेंट, इवनिंग अपॉइंटमेंट
अच्छा।
in 1988 January, and I went to see Atal ji, and I talked with Atal ji more than 2 hours. I
Mm-hmm.
asked all dirty questions. Means people generally ask good dirty question
Yeah,
means nothing personal like. But I ask question that some people say, oh, you're when you are in the Jan Sangha, you are asking about the nuclear bomb, and when you become a part of the Janta Party, you did not say anything, keep quiet about Kashmir, all of the questions, you know. And I tell you, these people are so smart. That's why they are all India leader.
yeah,
But
of course, yes.
he smile and he said, दामले जी आपने तो इतना बढ़िया किताब लिखा है, आप सारे कुछ जानते हैं, बिना पूछ के हम कुछ नहीं करते. समझने वाले समझ गए ना.
Yeah.
So I and Atalji further say we ask when the formation of Janata Party, we ask our colleague, Sangha people, Adhikari, and they say don't bring any controversial issue which prevent the formation of Janata Party. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why we keep all the Kashmir or nuclear bomb or 370, civil code.
Mm.
Then I ask about Charan Singh, who caused the fall of Janata Party, and now your friendship with the Charan Singh.
Yeah.
Then, and there come the All India leaders or real leader. He say, don't forget, Charan Singh is Jat, and Khalistan movement is popular among the Jat people in Punjab. So keeping Charan Singh with our side, we prevent the Jat people from UP and Rajasthan from the joining hand with the Jat Sikh Jat in Punjab.
Mm.
Explanation. I'm telling this thing. And then I ask about coalition. And that time Atalji say, next 30 years, India will have no other choice than the coalition government.
Oh,
That's still there. Look at the NDA today.
that.
NDA today. And I ask how, why are you doing this all thing, compromise thing. So you say, if you want to be in political scenario, we need to the certain number which can be influential. With the 4 members or 35 members, no place. So because we joined the hand with the Janta Dal, they got 88 members. So and that shows the why they or why the Shah or Pandit joined the hand with the Sharad Pawar nephew Ajit Pawar.
Ajit Pawar.
Yeah, so these are making stories. All these start happening, anything, and keeping touch. And I was interested about the Ram Janmabhoomi movement. I will talk to you later about. I met the people again and how I come to know contact with this thing, Ram Janmabhoomi movement, and the follow of the demolition. Everything I used to keep myself. Whenever I go to there, I used to meet there. People ask question, and I ask them question. I say, Morupanta, when the Ram Janmabhoomi movement started, people were asking, show us the birth certificate. Are you sure? How can you sure the Ram born there like that?
Yeah.
But against that, other two mandirs, which are prominent for Hindus, Kashi and Mathura,
Mm.
demolished by Aurangzeb, and there is a fatwa, official order. So why didn't she start a movement about Kashi or Mathura? My question. He answered me, and that showed that how this national leadership or RSS leadership or the BJP leadership, they are connected with the reality, the down to earth reality. Morupanta Pingle told me, whole UP, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Western Bihar, Southern Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Andhra, there is an influence of Ram.
Oh.
Cultural, cultural and sociological influence of Ram. So we cannot start the movement about the Kashi and Mathura in the UP.
Hmm.
But once Ram Mandir done, with the domino effect, Kashi and Mathura will be free. And see that we are now seeing all this thing. They're telling the whole story, making short about this coming up, all these thing happening, and with thing going on. Walter used to call me in 1960, 1996. He called me, and he was in State Department, and he was curious. He say where the BJP will get the winning the seats and get the majority.
Hmm.
But he did not know that I was a same smart, being in America or whatever that I smart. I say, Walter, you guys are spending more than $100 billion on CIA. You should tell me where the BJP will win the seats.
Yeah.
So he say, oh, you're Chitpam Brahman.
Oh.
Oh, you mean you're a Peshwe class, Peshwe group, ruled India. Then about Ram Janmabhoomi also, almost 10 years, State Department guy used to call me. Now you can tell us what happened in Ayodhya. I told him, I say, I have not visited India frequently, number one. Number two, so I do not know anything apart from reading the newspaper
Yep.
and uh, political parties and leaders quotation. Well, you guys are spending $140 billion on CIA. You should know better than me. So making all this thing happening. So after when Narendra Modi came to America after
Hmm.
first Prime Minister 2014, Walter Anderson was invited by American Embassy to reception for Narendra Modi. They did not invite me, but because Walter is, I told Walter, Walter, you're the Guri Chambri, you're white skin guy. I'm a
Yeah.
brown skin guy. So but interesting, Walter's wife told me, Narendra Modi asked about you, about me, because when he came to 98 and I'm Chicago, I took him around.
Hmm.
And and Narendra, according to Walter Anderson, I do not know, I was not there, okay? According to Walter Anderson, he say, Narendra Modi asked, why don't you update the book?
Hmm.
He say, we should update the book. So I say, but I say it's a very difficult from 1987 to 2014, a period, very difficult because we need to go to India. And he was not ready to go to India.
Hmm.
And I say, very difficult, but we can do about the issues like Kashmir, Ghar Wapsi,
Hmm.
economy, education, China, all the issue and how the government, how this working, Modi government working.
Hmm.
Because of Swadeshi Jagran Manch oppose economy programs and all other thing. So then we came to India. We interviewed Mohanji Bhagwat.
Yeah.
We interviewed Dattatreya Hosbale, Dattaji. We interview all our other assistant general secretary like Sir Kariwa, all four
Yeah.
people, everybody, making everybody start. And my last interview was along with Walter's student and Walter's wife. I interviewed Yogi Adityanath in January 2018.
Oh.
Yeah. So making those all this interview, we wrote a book, and I'm happy. It's not boasting, but happy to inform you that our book got a Tata Literary Best Book of the Year Non-Fiction Award, 3
Oh.
lakhs award.
So
Okay.
this is the same book you updated, or you wrote the another book?
No, no, another book that is RSS. That they keep the wrong title. RSS View to the Inside. That book, and we got Tata award, and our competitors were Rajdeep Sardesai, Karan Thappar, all these prominent people who wrote the
Oh,
book. Who wrote the book that time? But we got our Best Book of the Year award, and China translated our book in Chinese language.
oh,
Yeah, and Pakistan published our book without our permission, and they did Urdu PDF file.
mm-hmm.
So this is a story of my. But since 2010, I was doing the research about British confidential records and foreign reports about Savarkar.
Yeah.
So I was in London for 3 months, Paris in 1 month. I was in visited India every year, go to the archives, Mumbai archives. I collected 10,000 pages from London, three different archives, in British Indian government archives, British archives, and newspaper archives. Plus, in Mumbai, I collected 16,000 pages. In Paris, I collected 3,000 pages in French language, 100 pages in German language, 12
Oh,
pages in Russian language, Japanese, all international English about Savarkar. And because of this book from 2015 to 2017, 18, book published in 2018. So I postponed my, then after publication of book, I wanted to do the research about, continuing my research. But when I came 2019, January in India, the CID office misled me, say, Damle Ji, why don't you wait for the 2019 election? And Narendra Modi will come back, and in the November election, Fadnis will come back, and you will get the papers or the printout. I will need a printout. I found
wow.
850 pages CID surveillance about Savarkar in pre-India.
Oh,
Uh, so far, people know Savarkar about up to the 1947, 48. But and still, I got some more information about Savarkar visit to NDA, National Defense Academy. So I wonder how the National Defense Academy chief reported to Indian government, and Savarkar and Nepal Maharaja meeting in Calcutta. So I'm waiting for that, doing the research. I wanted to do my continue, finish merit, and I can write 4 books on that. One
wow.
about one about the, I got all Shamji Krishna Verma's Indian sociologist paper.
Mm-hmm.
See, the British government report about Shamji, British government report about Savarkar, British government report about Virendranath Chattopadhyay, who is a Sarojini Naidu's brother. All this report, I got information. Then there was a Gallic America, um, American and Irish American Weekly, who used to publish one page about India. And there are so many. Savarkar wrote 4 articles from London in that paper.
Mm-hmm.
I do have collection of that article. Nobody has here.
Wow.
So making my life story. It's a making so story short. I'm a mama. I mean, twice MA, MA, MA,
Right.
you twice mama.
So, sir, when you meet so many people, right? So many national leaders, prominent people, who was your kind of an ideal, or you get something and you cannot forget him through your lifelong? Something that stuck up to you. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that I met this of so many people, and with while discussion with them, I learned a lot of things.
There might
How
be some personality, right? You really
I'm,
like to
I'm,
admire him.
I come in that other side. So far I give the names of the RSS and BJP and Parivar people. I would like to give the name of two people from other side also. One is Hamid Belwai,
Mm-hmm.
a Muslim social reformer, and he was a. We used to meet once a week or every like that, and I used to call jokingly, I used to call Hamid Bhai, you are Savarkar of the Muslim community. The way the Savarkar was a anti-caste and Hindu unity,
mm, mm.
And the second person I was impressed by, so socialist writer, researcher, writer, Narhar Kurunkar.
Yeah.
He gave the very his analysis about Islam and the socialist movement, failure of the socialist movement and Congress party. So that is one thing. Lifelong means like I was for childhood, of course, along with Shivaji, I studied Ramdas Swami
Mm,
and his Das Bodh. That there was a research work on his Das Bodh in the Polish language, Russian language, German language, French language, because gave the how you should get up in the morning, how you should brush your teeth, how you should do the exercise, how you should study, how you should write what you study. Then this is from individual life. Then he say, in my first, your primary should be Harikatha Kirtan. Harikatha Kirtan means spiritual base.
yeah.
But दूसरे ते राजकारण and तिसरे ते सावधपण means cautious and alert while talking
Mm.
to people. Sarvavishi means everybody. That is, I can feel. I was so much impressed with Swami Vivekananda because Swami Vivekananda gave the lecture in Chicago. So anybody who's coming Chicago at that time, I took them around Swamiji's lecture place, Art Institute. And that's why I used to call myself, I'm a Chicago, I'm a Pandya of Chicago. Only thing I don't get Dakshina.
Yeah.
And I show these all the people, Morupanta Pingle, Dattopanta Tengri, Bhaurav Devaras, to all the people, this Swami Vivekananda place. So these are my life story in short.
Yeah, but this is very short. We need to come up with couple of more episodes within
Absolutely.
next week or 10 days, and we will start discussing about the characters whom you met,
Oh
national
yeah,
leaders whom you met, and
absolutely.
we can discuss what
Because
exactly they said.
not only all India leader, but even the Pracharak of the RSS, even the Kariwa of the RSS, who is a married person, family person, even the how the science of transfer into the Karyakarta
Yeah.
and working in the place. So we can discuss all of the thing and how interesting thing. When I met Rajdeep Sardesai, he invited me for the breakfast, and he asked me question when the communism is going down, how the RSS become popular.
Oh,
So I reply in my style. I say, Rajdeep, you have been journalist for four decades, 40 years. I visit India once in a while. I should ask this question to you. So how this coming up become all India or all other thing, we will discuss in the our
upcoming interviews. Yeah.
next segment.
So
Okay.
thank you for so much for your time. And thank you, listeners and viewers, to watching this interview. And as and when we were discussing, we are coming with a couple of more interviews. And not I can't say interview; it will be a discussion. And we will try to get as much as Sridhar Damle Ji has his in treasure. And he is going to open up for us. There could be some of the slideshow also, the letters that he has received, and he has it, which is rare to get it. Nobody has it. He only has it as and when he said in his interview. So please stay tuned. We'll coming up with more this stuff. Thank you and have a nice day.